Welcome back, project managers. In the previous video, we discussed about the suitability of predictive approaches and adaptive approaches for projects. We discussed that well-defined work, we may use predictive approaches, while highly uncertain work can use adaptive approaches. In this video, we will look at the suitability of again the predictive approaches and adaptive approaches, but from a different perspective. So to decide the suitable approach for the project, we will be using something called uncertainty and complexity model, which is inspired by the Stacey complexity model. In this model, you can see that there are two variables. One is the requirements uncertainty, which means how clear are we in terms of the deliverables? Do we know what to deliver in the project? Are we clear about the scope of the project, right? What is the level of uncertainty? Right? Is it low level of uncertainty or is it very high level of uncertainty? Right? How clear are we in terms of what needs to be delivered in the project? The second variable is technical degree of uncertainty, which means do you know how to deliver? Requirements is more about what to deliver. Technical degree is more about how to deliver, right? We may know what to deliver, but are we sure about how to deliver, right? Once again, right, the technical degree of uncertainty could vary somewhere from low level of uncertainty to high level of uncertainty. So based on these two variables, we are going to look at where our project fits into this model. Let's take, for example, your requirements uncertainty is low. That means you are more clear about what needs to be delivered and you are also more or less know how to deliver it. In that case, you are at the bottom left, which means your project is a simple project. It is not very complicated. You know what to deliver. You know how to deliver. You have done it in the past. So predictive approaches work well because things are much more clear. You don't need to follow any kind of adaptive approach here because things are clear. I can straight away start the project and then start working on the deliverables and then complete the project and then deliver to the customer. So simple, which is at the bottom half of the uncertainty model, where the requirements are clear, the technical degree of delivery is also clear. Now, if the uncertainty is slightly higher, say for example, if one of the uncertainties is higher, say for example, the requirements uncertainty is higher, you don't know, you are not very clear what to deliver, but at the same time, you know how to deliver. Right? Only thing I'm not sure about the deliverables, but once I finalize what is the deliverable, I know how to deliver, right? Which means one uncertainty is higher, whereas the other uncertainty is reasonably lower. Or on the other hand, you know what to deliver, but you are not sure how to deliver, right? This could happen, right? One of the uncertainty is higher, whereas the other uncertainty is reasonably to a moderate level, I would say, right? So if that happens, say for example, if your requirements uncertainty is higher, but your technical degree is reasonably lower. On the other hand, your technical degree of uncertainty is higher, but your requirements uncertainty is more or less lower. In that case, we call the project as complicated project. Not everything is uncertain, but one part of the project is uncertain. So that is complicated. And here adaptive approaches reasonably work well. You may also try predictive approaches. It may partially work, but adaptive approaches may be better. You may use iterative approach, right? You say, for example, if requirements is unclear, you can do an iteration. You can develop something, show it to the customer, get their feedback, right? Improve it. You can also use incremental approach, incrementally deliver. Try to improve your approaches. So typically in this area, the uncertainty is higher. So the risk of rework is higher. The chances of changes are higher. So adaptive approaches work well in a complicated project. And if we go one more level higher, which means both requirements uncertainty and technical degree of uncertainty is higher, the project gets complex. There is a high degree of uncertainty. Say, for example, you are doing a research and development project where you are not sure what you are developing, you are not sure how to develop. The things are highly complex. In such approaches, in such kind of projects also, adaptive approaches work well, right? Because here again, you might use iterative and incremental approaches and then deliver to the customer, get their feedback, improve it, and incrementally deliver to the customer. Add business value, as frequently as possible. And then finally, the chaotic zone. Now, what is chaotic zone? When the requirements uncertainty is extremely high and the technical degree of uncertainty is also extremely high. Both are extremely high. Both are uncontrollable. Then we are in a very chaotic situation, which means we don't know what exactly to do. So in these kind of projects, it's better not to go ahead with the project because it's completely chaos. Rather, we should work towards reducing at least one of the uncertainties. We need to get more clarity in terms of requirements or maybe more clarity in terms of technical degree. Then we should start the project. Even adaptive approaches may not work in chaotic projects, right? So to summarize, we have four kinds of projects: simple projects, complicated projects, complex projects, and chaotic projects. The classification is based on the two variables, that is requirements uncertainty, what needs to be delivered in the project, and then technical degree of uncertainty, which is how to deliver the project. And simple projects, predictive approaches work well. Complicated and complex projects, you can use adaptive approaches, which may be like iterative, incremental, or agile. And then finally, you can also look at chaotic projects where none of the approaches might work well. So it's advisable to bring down the uncertainty to a controllable level and then go ahead with the project. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel so that I can post more videos for your understanding about PMP exam preparation. Thank you. Bye-bye.